When the team was Morris in and makes the original play back to his sister. What's up, everybody? Back in the basement for the New York Rangers, the team I said I wouldn't be doing anymore for a little while, but have to do the Rangers versus the Islanders. Have to do Rangers-Islanders, especially since the Rangers were embarrassed and shut out the last couple of times they played each other. So here we are. Here we are, guys. 1 second. 4-on-3 for the 4-on-3 for the Islanders right now. They started out with a power play, and we got a power play, and they got it back, and so on and so on. Rangers season is, we got Spencer Martin starting tonight. He's 0-3. It's not all on the goalies. They can't keep playing Quick all the time. Quick will probably play tomorrow. Good save by Martin there. 7 seconds left before back to full strength. 4-on-4 right now. 2, 1. So the Islanders have a minute 20 power play going on right now. Minute 20 power play going on right now for the Islanders. Mean, what's going on, Mean? First cellar dweller accounted for. Mean. Go, New York, go, New York, go. Mean is in the base. What's going on, Mean? Yep, man, we're happening right now, man. I just got on, running a little late, but all good, all good. And the Knicks are playing tonight, too, so I'll be flipping back and forth a little bit. I'll definitely be flipping back and forth. The Raptors, man, they're playing well this year. The Raptors are playing well, Mean. I've always been an R.J. Barrett fan. I still have a New York Knicks R.J. Barrett jersey. But I would never trade OG to get R.J. back at that. That makes sense. Manav, OG cellar dweller accounted for. Manav's in the basement. What's going on, Manav? Good to have you in here. Our cricket ambassador, 2-on-1 Rangers, odd man rush. Almost scored. Now, and that was a shorty. We're going for a shorty. OG cellar dweller, basement bouncer, Gunner in the basement. As I told you guys, I'm going to be doing mainly Lightning games, unless the Rangers do some weird stuff the rest of the season. We're doing a lot of Lightning games. The Rangers, Islanders, I can't turn that down. Got to do it. So here we are. To home and away, we play back in Madison Square Garden tomorrow. So our best chance to win is when we're away. So we got Spencer Martin in net. It's the game of the backups. The Islanders are playing their backup also. Because you're going to play Quick tomorrow. You can't. We've been over this, guys. You can't keep playing that guy every day. Doing great, Gunnar. How about yourself? Boy, all sports talk radio, I got so tired of hearing about Belichick all day. All day. I get it. I get the stuff. I get what's going on. I get it's a hot topic, but, man, all day. Daniel, happy Wednesday to you, sir. Thank you again for showing up. Daniel's in the basement. What's happening, man? What is happening, Daniel? Good to have you in here, man. Always appreciate it. We're all good. One faded Gunner. It sounds so weird to call you one faded Gunner. Another save, Martin. Come on, man. This is like your time to shine. Igor's out for a while. This kid, Spencer Martin, it's your time to shine, and he gives up a goal. 1-0. By the way, the Islanders have shut out the Rangers in both meetings. So that's 6 periods. 6 periods and 15 minutes now. The Rangers have not scored on the Islanders. Look at that, 1-0. I was just bigging the kid up. I'm the bad luck guy. So I would do Rangers Islanders. Staff Sergeant Thomas asked if I would do that, and I said I would. But I'll tell you what, they lose both of these games. We're going to be doing a lot of Lightning games in here, a lot. Gunner, we may be able to do the Sabres Lightning on February 3rd. Said, what is that? February 3rd is a Tuesday. We might be able to do that one, Gunner. Might be able to. I got some stuff going on next week. Islanders have 8 shots. We have one shot. Good, Manav. How are you? One faded gunner. I'm not used to calling him one faded gunner. How about the Knicks going after Giannis? I heard he wants out of Milwaukee. Get him. Give up Cat. Who are they offering? Don't give up Mitch. I mean, ultimately, I would give up Mitchell Robinson, but I'd rather have Giannis with Mitchell Robinson. You know what I mean? Who are they talking about giving up? It's got to be some good players. It's got to be like Cat and boy, would they give up Bridges too? I'll look it up in a little bit, I'll look it up in a little bit. I know Giannis has been the hot topic right now. Giannis has definitely been the hot topic. He definitely wants out of Milwaukee. I think they've had it with him themselves. The Knicks need Giannis. 3:56 left in the first period. The Knicks are playing right now. I'll flip over to that at the end of the first period. Number one. Warren Moon. When you think about this for a minute, Warren Moon spent the first 7 years in the CFL. Think about his numbers. Think about Warren Moon's numbers. And his first 7 years were spent in the CFL because they didn't think a black quarterback could play in the NFL. And that's the real reason why Warren Moon wasn't here. The real reason why Warren Moon wasn't here. That's really sad. That's pathetic. Warren Moon is never mentioned amongst the all-time greats. He is an all-time great. Warren Moon and that Houston Oilers offense was insane. 7 years, think about that, wasted in the CFL. He should have been right here playing. Warren Moon is a very, very, he's the number one underrated quarterback of all time, Gunner. Number one underrated quarterback of all time, because he should be mentioned in the same breath as a lot of the greats, man. Warren Moon was smooth and steady, pocket quarterback. Man, real shame. Can you imagine if he had those 7 years in the NFL, those first 7 years? A lot of teams are going to have bidding war for Giannis. They will, Manav, but the Knicks have a lot to offer. The Knicks definitely have a lot to offer. Yankee Kyle, I almost said another Yankee. Another cellar dweller in the basement. What's going on, Kyle? I know, it is weird. It's okay, Manav. It's just weird. I'm not used to even calling him One Faded Gunner. If I knew Gunner's real name, which I think you told me your real name when I met you, I wouldn't even feel right calling you that. You know? You like calling Bruin like his real name. I don't even know what it is. And if you told me Gunner, I already forgot. I only know he was Gunner. Speaking of out of nowhere, Rick the Ninja popping in. OG cellar dweller accounted for. Rick the Ninja in the basement. Happy Wednesday. What's going on, Rick? Hey, Rick, our Jets have fired everybody except for Aaron Glenn. The whole team is fired. All the coaches, they're all gone. They're all fired. So we can hire new guys that don't know what they're doing again. And Dante Moore thinks he pulled a slick one by staying in. 2-0. Look at that. 2-0 Islanders. We're going to get shut out again, guys. This team is an embarrassment. I will be doing Lightning games the rest of the season, guys. I don't see the need in doing Ranger games anymore. They are playing the Islanders again tomorrow. But, I mean, really, this is disgraceful. This team has just quit, man. They just quit. The guy's punching the clock. This is the Jets on ice. I burnt out by the Jets. Some people are like, man, you're a Ranger fan. You're not going to do the games the rest of the – I have friends of mine. Why would I want to watch the Jets? I went through a season with the Jets. This team has quit. It's already 2-0. They have 10 shots. The Islanders have 10 shots. We have one shot. This team has quit. They are guys punching a clock. That's all they're doing. They're letting all of us Ranger fans know if the Jets were on ice, this is what it would look like. They have quit. And I feel bad for Igor, the greatest goalie in the game. Igor Shesterkin, greatest goalie in the game, has nobody in front of him. He's going to be another Lundqvist. Legendary, generational goalie. No ring because they wasted all his prime years, and that's going to be Igor. Seth, another cellar dweller accounted for. Seth is in the basement. Yeah, Seth, they are bad, man. They're bad. They just quit. They're just skating around, just going through the motions. They quit. It's 2-0. This team has quit. I'm telling you to do my Lightning games the rest of the year. I might do the Rangers Islanders tomorrow, but I don't see why. Perot almost made that in. That's one of our young guys. Perot actually tries. Panarin knows he's out. And I love Panarin, man. But he's going to be gone. So he's going to play hard. He's always going to play hard, man. He's still a top scorer on our team. But he won't take a short-term deal. He wants one last, big contract. I can't blame him for that. I get that. He's 34, but I wouldn't sign him for 6 years. Trocheck is probably going to be gone too. Mika's not going anywhere. Mika has a full no-trade clause. Lafreniere is going to go. He doesn't have a no-trade clause at all. He's definitely gone. You can get a lot back for him. He's a former number 1 pick that has done nothing in 6 years. But he's still young. He's still really young. So there may be some teams think they could do something with him. So I would get rid of him while you could still get people for him. They are. Absolutely, Manav. There's going to be some bidding wars for Giannis, but it's a matter of who can afford to take him and what they're going to give back for Giannis. They're not just – Milwaukee may want him out, but they're not going to give him up for nothing, Manav. They're definitely not going to give him up for nothing. Moon is rarely, if ever, despite being one of the best quarterbacks in the 90s, rarely, if ever, is Moon brought up. Rarely, if ever. I'm glad you brought him up, Gunner. That's legend, man. Warren Moon, right now, since the Rangers don't feel like playing. Huh. This is going to be hard to go through. You ready for this? Warren Moon, NFL Offensive Player of the Year, 1990. NFL Man of the Year, 1989. Second Team All-Pro, 1990. 9-time Pro Bowler. 9-time Pro Bowler. 2-time NFL Passing Leader. NFL Passing Touchdowns Leader. 3-time CFL. Oh, that's Canadian League. The guy has thrown for 49,325 yards career. He has a career passer rating of 80.9. It's basically 81. Really, really, really sad. He completed career 58.5% of his passes were completed. This guy never gets mentioned. Shoot it! They're back up. I mean, we have a power play, but I don't think anybody told the Rangers that we have a power play. I don't think anybody told them because they're just sitting around doing nothing with it. Until Mika scored. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. You got to say boom, 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 boom. All right. Mika Zibanejad said, hey, you know what? I'm still trying. Mika's great. I'm glad they're not going to get rid of Mika. We got the right coach. They just got to do a lot of revamping. And Adam Fox being out and Igor being out is humongous. But that being said, the Lightning are missing Victor Hedman, Ryan McDonough, and Braden Point. Those are 3 superstars. And what are they? 33-13. Started the season 1-5, I believe. Gunner, that is awesome they brought up Warren Moon. He's a legend, man. He's an absolute legend. It's a shame. First 7 years of his career in the CFL, wasted in the CFL. No offense to the CFL, but you guys know what I'm talking about. The guy threw for 49,000 yards. Good evening, Rick. Yeah, Rick the Ninja being back is awesome. I love Jim Kelly, but I'd take Moon over him too, and I like Jim Kelly. Jim Kelly deserves to be in the Hall of Fame. He is one of the elite quarterbacks of all time. But I would take Warren Moon over him. I would take him over him too. Hold on. I want to check a stat out here. Oh, we almost scored again. Wow, the Rangers getting some life. We have 4 shots, 1 goal. It's 2-1. By the way, guys, we finally scored on the Islanders this year. It took us 6 periods and 19 minutes. 6 period and 19 minutes to score. So think about this. Warren Moon is 13th all time with 49,325 yards. The people above him, John Elway, Eli Manning, Dan Marino. I'm looking for people from his era. So we got Elway and Marino because that was a rougher era to play in. Do you know of his era? His era of Warren Moon's era, only Dan Marino and John Elway are ahead of him from his era. How about that, Gunner? It's Brady, Breeze, Manning, Favre, Rodgers, Stafford. Well, Favre was from his era too, so that's 4, right? Roethlisberger, Phillip Rivers, Matt Ryan. So it's Elway, Dan Marino, and Brett Favre are the only ones ahead of him. The only ones from his era. That's it. That's insane. And he never gets mentioned. Never gets mentioned. Go Flyers. Are they getting back on track or what? The Rangers somehow beat the Flyers the last time they played them. But they got killed the game before that by them. Where are the Flyers now? The Flyers are doing great. They're 24-18 in 4th. All right, so it's 2-1, 2-1 Islanders. You got a great coach with Rick Tocchet, Seth. Great coach with Rick Tocchet. Absolutely. That was a great hire, and I love John Tortorella, but maybe the game – I won't say the game has passed him by. Maybe his style of coaching, the game doesn't take anymore because I always liked Tortorella. We had some of our best seasons of the Rangers under Tortorella. When I meet one of my gaming friends in real life for the first time, we didn't use our real name. Right. It would be weird. It would be weird to use real names. I mean, like, believe it or not, guys, Basement isn't my last name. Believe it or not. I know you guys probably thought this all this time. The Basement isn't my last name. I'm not even going to say, yeah, really. I mean, what a joke. We had Dante Moore. He thought it'd be like everybody's, look, Jets, ha-ha, he stayed in college. It's like, the joke's on him because we're going to be right there waiting for him in April of 27. We're going to be right there waiting for him when we get 2 wins this year. And that's a stretch. That's my over. 2 wins. Jets are going to do nothing this year. Nothing. Can you believe they asked John Gruden to be a part of the coaching squad? John Gruden. Like, that wouldn't have brought a whole lot of media attention, a whole lot of look at us again. The whole, like when Aaron Rodgers came here, this would be bigger than that with all the drama that goes on with Gruden. You wanted them? You wanted him to come here? Come on. Crazy. No updates on UPL. Oh, man, see? That's what they do in hockey now. You notice that? Igor's been out for the past month with an upper body injury, but they won't tell us what it is. A lower body injury. He has a lower body injury, but they won't tell us what it is. Lower body's a big area. Moon or Steve Largent. Yep. They don't get talked about much despite being 2 of the best during their times in the league. Yep. And you know what a lot of it is? It's like, honestly, how often do you hear Dan Marino brought up in the great quarterback conversation? Hardly at all. Because none of them have rings. And that's my big problem. My big problem is none of them have rings. Okay. But when you, like, it goes back to the same thing we always say, but Trent Dilfer does. Trent Dilfer has a ring. So you would, with that logic, you would take Trent Dilfer over any one of them, right? You definitely take Dilfer over Marino. And you wouldn't even think twice about it. Over Moon, you take Dilfer over Jim Kelly, right? I mean, you don't have rings, right? Dilfer does. You got to. I mean, Brad Johnson has a ring. You taking him over Warren Moon? Marino? No way. So it's not like they figured out something more than these guys couldn't figure out. Things happen. You're not taking Brad Johnson over Josh Allen or Lamar Jackson or any of these guys, man. So the ring thing is weird to me. It's a decent conversation, but it's not the end-all be-all. It's not the end-all be-all. Steve Largent, I got to tell you, Gunner, it's equal. I honestly haven't thought about Steve Largent until you just brought him up. And He's the one that let his 80 come out of retirement for the GOAT receiver, Jerry Rice. OG cellar dweller, the OG of OGs, Mr. Marine, Staff Sergeant Thomas in the basement. End of the first period right now. Staff Sergeant, we can thank Mika Zabanajad for keeping us in this game because it was looking like we were just going to get embarrassed once again. But I promised you I was going to do the game, and I'm going to do the game tomorrow, Rangers Islanders. After that, it's going to be a whole lot of Tampa Bay Lightning. But I'm going to do Rangers Islanders for now. Oh, we can turn to the Knicks for a minute. How about the Knicks are losing 7-0. All right. Well, it's just the start of the game. It doesn't mean anything. Mr. Marine. Yes, everybody's saying what's up to Mr. Marine. Gunner, both they were great players growing up. Yeah. Warren Moon, we just found out, from his era, Mr. Marine, I looked it up. He's 13th all-time in passing yards, but from his era, only Favre, Elway, and Marino were ahead of him. That's it. That's it. That's it from his era. That's how great Warren Moon was. And he missed his first 7 years. He had to spend it in the CFL. What a shame. What a shame. Josh Hart wide open, corner three, and hits it 7-3 Toronto. Stella, yes. Come on, Stella. She wants to say hello. She likes to get her TV time, too, like Rocco did. Like you guys know, I got to keep her away from my jerseys. Say hi, Stella. You're on TV. Hello. No? No hello today? You'd rather bite my knuckle? She is awesome. She is just melting you. I'm telling you, she just make your heart melt. She is awesome. Nope. That's what's not awesome. Biting the she's slick though. See how she laid back? She just wanted to bite the jersey. Oh, here you go, baby. Stella. Oh, that's your new toy. Where are we at? Stella, yes. So, yeah, Belichick didn't get it. That sports radio was loaded with that all day. All day. I listened to Colin Cowherd. He made some pretty strong points against them. I mean, he got fired as the Browns coach. He was about to get fired before Drew Bledsoe got hurt with the Patriots. He was on the verge of getting fired there. Got 29 points a game when he had Tom Brady as his quarterback. When he did, and he was only 19 points a game. He made a defensive coordinator to coach Mac Jones, who was runner-up for Rookie of the Year. I think he's the greatest defensive coach of all time. And I've always said that in here too. But he should have been first ballot. He should have been in. He just should have been in. I still, no matter what they say, he should have been in. He just should have been in. Now it's up. I may be young, but I love reading about Pat. I know you do, Gunner. You and Bruin are tremendous on. That's why we couldn't believe that you guys were the age you were. And Gardini. When Gardini was in here a lot more often, Gardini was, I think, younger than you. I think he's 20. Isn't he 21? You guys know a whole lot about sports history. It's very impressive. 12-5, Toronto. RJ Barrett, man, I miss him. RJ Barrett was when the Knicks got him, I was so excited. And that's why everybody in New York still loves him. When he comes to Madison Square Garden, he still gets a standing ovation from the fans. He's still cool with the fans. But none of us fans would give OG Anunoby back for him. Schnazzy, snoozy, sneezy. I haven't done that in a while. Schnazzy, another cellar dweller in the base. What's going on, Schnazzy? Good to have you in here, man. Hey, the Rangers were down 2-0, and they decided that they actually want to play today, so they scored one. And all good. Yeah, this jersey came in like 3 weeks after the Winter Classic in Miami. Like way after the fact. I wanted to have it for the Winter Classic, but it's cool. Where am I at? Good evening, Igor. I wish we weren't saying good evening, Igor. I wish he was back on the ice. The greatest goalie in the game, and I'm not being biased saying that. It's true. He's the greatest goalie in the game. Ananobi puts it up. We are doing the Ranger game, Schnazzy. It's just the end of the first period right now. And the Knicks are on, so I switched over to that. Oh, yeah, that's been all day, Rick. All day. You know, as Jet fans are jumping around for joy and laughing and all that. I mean, the guy should be in. Come on. It's being petty. It's very petty by the writers not to put him in. Or you could say spy. How about this? Spygate, Deflategate, or the cheating. And then the cheating he did in the Super Bowl against the Rams, he never got punished for that. Well, if we're going to do all of that, then I guess Tom Brady won't get in first ballot either, right? Because he had over 100-something texts to the ball boy during that Deflategate when his phone got conveniently broken, right? So if we're going to keep Belichick out for these reasons, then I guess Tom Brady doesn't get first ballot either, right? This also ruins the rest of the Hall of Fame class that gets in. Because all when the Hall of Fame goes on in the Hall of Fame game in, what is that, the last day of July, Sunday, the last week of July, all it's going to be about is Belichick's not there. It takes away from the players that are getting in. It takes away from all of them. I mean, let the guy in. Okay, so he's not a nice guy. Or he's not, he's snubbed, he didn't, wasn't great with the media. And he cheated. But if you're going to pull that card, then Brady can't get in first ballot either. And he's a definite first ballot. I just don't think Belichick's the greatest coach of all time, but he should be in. I think he's the greatest defensive mind of all time. 15-10 Toronto. Brandon Ingram at the line. Toronto's come back this season. Toronto has a squad this season. They're really playing. Great, Rick. The only time I want the Rangers to win is against these guys. Yes, thank goodness. I was late, Igor. Now I'm calling you Igor. Schnazzy, I was late. I have not seen Panarin out there, man. You know he's going to get traded soon. You know he's getting traded. And I hate that. Panarin, Igor, and Mika are my favorite Rangers. Kreider was, since he got traded. I'm talking about the three current Rangers. Those are my three favorite Rangers, and I know Panarin's going to go. But Schnazzy, if you won't take a short-term deal, would you have given him a 5 or 6 year deal at age 34? I know he's killing it this season, but would you give him another 6 years? I wouldn't have done that. I respect that he wants that one last big contract. I respect that. I get it. But I hate to see him go because he's killing it this season. He's not the problem. Mika's not the problem. Look at Mika this year under Sullivan. Mika's gone back to what we paid him for. Take that shot. One-timers, man. He's got a wicked cannon of a slap shot. And he went away from that last year under Laviolette. It's been brought back. So I did not see him, but we're about to turn back to the game in a minute. If Breeze is in, Eli better get in. Yeah, I agree. Listen, we always talked about, like, the media always says what? Well, the guy was great during the regular season, Tony Romo. What do you do in the playoffs, though, when it really matters? That's when you really see the real champions. You hear this from all media outlets in all sports. The guy crumbles under pressure. The guy can't get it done under pressure. This guy strikes out all the time under pressure. Eli did the polar opposite. He was okay during the regular season. In the postseason, he was lights out. Those two, and he beat the dynasty of dynasties, the Patriots. He beat him twice. He should be in for that reason alone. I brought up my Terrell Davis point. Terrell Davis wouldn't be in without those, and he was a great running back, but he wouldn't be in without those 2 Super Bowls. He was the reason those Broncos won that Super Bowl. John Elway never had a running back. Because I could argue, without those Super Bowls, Priest Holmes had a better record than him. He had better rushing yards. than Terrell Davis. Jamal Anderson, not the Dirty Bird, Falcons Jamal Anderson. Jamal Anderson from the Ravens. He's got a Super Bowl ring. He's got over 10,000 yards. Shannon for 3. Missed it. The Rangers got to be back on. They're just in the first quarter. Nope, not back on yet. They're about to come back on. Yeah, I mean, Gunner's shocking, I know. Believe it or not, Gunner, that's really not my last name. I know it's shocking. I know, that's crazy. Angus, another cellar dweller accounted for. Angus in the basement. What's going on, Angus, man? What's happening? We're all another day closer to MLS, man. Another day closer to MLS. Cannot wait.
Join us at the Garden this Friday, January 30th, 7:30 p.m. for his first Heritage Night, presented by 1800 Tequila.
I know, Rick, and you were one of the first dwellers I had when I was live. The good old Yankee Royals series. I said, whoever this guy Rick is must have nothing to do for this sitting here through this tremendously boring weekend of baseball. All 3 games you were there. Was it 4 games? And that was like the one where Aaron Judge hit the game-winning home run at the bottom of the 9th inning. Remember that, Rick? And they won 1-0. That was like the worst. And that wasn't even like an exciting 0-0. It was like the worst, one of the worst games I ever saw. Judge hit the game-winning home run. They win 1-0, and it was like, oh, my gosh. Yeah, and Rick, you were there the whole – I'll never forget that, Rick. You were there the whole weekend. It was awesome, man. It's 4 years ago. Angus. What's up? Just can't improve with 5 number 1 picks next 2 years, gang. Right, I agree. And they're not going to improve. You know, it's funny because being a Knicks fan, the Knicks, nobody – remember KD in 2019? He didn't want to come here, 2018. So I'm not going to the Knicks. Well, of course, because we know he doesn't want to rebuild teams. He wants to be there when the building's already built. Great player, first ballot Hall of Famer. Not going to hate, I'm just saying. But now he wanted to come to the Knicks. And James Dolan told him, remember what you said about not wanting to play here? He said, we're not taking you. Not taking you. Now, do you remember the Idzig 12? John Idzig had 12 picks in the 2014 draft. I think the only player that's playing is Gino. All of them didn't pan out. Remember D. Milliner? I think it was out of Alabama. Remember D. Milliner? Calvin Pryor? Remember these guys? 12 picks, and all of them were for naught. Most of them didn't even go to another team. 90% of those didn't even go to another team. They didn't even make it in the league. So I don't know. I don't know. 21-14 Toronto going back to the Rangers. Only first period, guys. First quarter. Rangers should be coming back on now. Let me update this. Breeze isn't in the NFL yet. He'll likely get in this year. Yeah, Drew Brees is going to the Hall of Fame. But it's all going to be overshadowed by the Belichick thing. Now, what if they keep Belichick out next year, too? What if they turned around and people are like, they'll put him in next year? What if they didn't? What if they didn't put him in next year? Because there are a lot of people out there that talk about his win percentage without Brady. And for the people that say, well, you know, anybody that loses Tom Brady, it's going to go downhill. Sure, Joe Gibbs won with 3 different quarterbacks, though. I mean, Don Shula went to the Super Bowl with 3 different quarterbacks. One with the Colts, Earl Morrow, David Woodley. Anybody know that name? David Woodley? Anybody? Anyone? David Woodley? No? Yeah. He took him to the Super Bowl, and then he took Dan Marino to the Super Bowl. Took 3 different quarterbacks to the Super Bowl. He's the all-time winningest coach. He had to wait 5 years to get in. 5 years. He was the first ballot. Back then, he had to wait 5 years. But Belichick, after he lost Brady and before Brady, couldn't do anything. Nothing. Zero. I'm just giving you guys all the reasons that was told in some of the media that thought he wasn't much. Look at him in North Carolina. Look at him after he should have retired if he retired when Brady left. Wow, Spencer Martin, our young goalie here, made a tremendous save right there. I personally think he should have been in. I'm not a Belichick fan at all, but I mean, if I had to vote, I would have voted him in. I'm a Jet fan. A lot of Jet fans love it. They love watching him get put down by the media. I think it's petty, to be honest. I think it's petty. I want to see that movie too. That's what Michael B. Jordan, Manav, right? Sinners? That's what Michael B. Jordan, Manav. I want to see that too. I have it on my list. I want to watch that. I know what you meant, Gunner. He's not. I know when you said Breeze is not in the NFL yet, I kind of figured you were talking about the Hall of Fame. You're in the basement, Gunner. That's why that happened. You're in the basement, man. It's okay. If Moon was in the NFL his entire career, yeah, exactly, Angus. This is what I was talking about earlier. His first 7 years were in the CFL, and we know why. Freaking joke. All the brains back then and the freaking. Get it out of there. You would think good save, Martin, 2-1. Islanders, it's 14. And by the way, guys, it took 6 periods and 19 minutes before the Rangers finally scored a goal against the Islanders this season. So we've got that going for us. One person that is not much of a wrecking crew on the team, the current sports. Yeah, I agree. Like, if you want to talk about individual, then you talk about tennis or golf. That's individual sports. Warren Moon doesn't play defense. Warren Moon can't make you catch the ball. But when you talk about the era that he came out of, and only 3 of them statistically have more than him, Favre, Marino, and Elway are the only ones that have more passing yards than him. Warren Moon it's Gunner brought him up earlier, Angus. If you weren't, I don't think you were in here yet, saying that nobody even brings this guy up. It's a shame. Hey, Mr. Marine, Manav, Sinner. Yeah, Sinners is Michael B. Jordan. I want to see it too. I have it on my list to watch. It looks really. I've heard it's a really good movie. Carson Soucy in the Islander jersey. He can admit it. He probably loves being off the Rangers right now. At least he's on a team that looks like they might actually go to the playoffs. Yeah, I wasn't really either. I'm definitely not now after all that stuff with him. I love when – did you see Mark Gastineau telling me he wanted his back at that autograph signing? And he was serious. Oh, we got to have a little fight here, Matt Rempe. Matt Rempe hasn't been fighting a lot lately. I'll tell you what, though, if the guy can't score, maybe you should trade Rempe also. Yeah, don't you think so, Stella? Maybe you should trade Rempe also. There you go. There you go. That should be pinned. That should be pinned. That should be pinned. Stella, everybody say what's up, Stella, Stella, Stella. Yep, she's chilling. Come on. At least win this one tonight. And we got Rangers and Islanders again tomorrow night. I'll do that one too. But after that, like I said, it's going to be a whole bunch of Lightning games because the Lightning's actually trying this year. The Rangers aren't trying. We'll still do some. We'll still do some. Yeah, and you guys – oh, by the way, I knew the other point that was brought up today. Belichick without Tom Brady, do you know his win percentage without Brady is worse than Jerry Glanville? Worse than Jerry Glanville. That's bad. It's really bad. That's really bad. Jerry Glanville. You guys remember him? I know some of you in here remember Jerry Glanville. Yep. Favre started out on the Atlanta Falcons. He was a third-string quarterback. I do remember that. I think they asked him once, you ever look back and you think that, the Falcons made a mistake? He said no, because he wasn't really studying or trying. He said he wasn't putting the effort in, I guess. He wasn't studying plays. He was just happy to be in the NFL. Yeah, with the biting, but it's playful biting. Yeah, because if she bit me for real, that would hurt. You see her beak? She's not fully grown yet. She's not even fully grown yet. Sports radio, what is that? I've not listened to that in eons. Oh, I do. When I drive, I have Mad Dog Sports Radio. I listen to that a lot. And, I grew up in New York listening to the Fan, Mike and the Mad Dog. I grew up with that. So we always used to listen to sports radio. If Belichick doesn't get in, that should mean Brady doesn't get. That's exactly. I mentioned that earlier. If they're not going to let him in for cheating or these little things like that, well, Brady was part of the Deflategate, right? That phone he conveniently broke. Over 100 text messages were sent to that ball boy or whatever it was, and then the phone's conveniently broken. They cheated against the Rams for that Rams Super Bowl victory. They never got punished for that. So, yeah, if you're going to do that game, then you got to do it for everybody. I always believed in baseball. If you're going to let one steroid guy in, you got to let them all in that are eligible anyway. Great question. Great question. I'll say our best offense ever. Because our defense in the early 80s with Joe Klecko, Gassino, Abdul Salam, Marty Lyons, that's if you could match the 1982 Jets defense with the 1998 offense, you have a Super Bowl champion right there. But, yeah, I would say collectively as a whole, wow, man, he saved that. Mika put it right on net. He saved it. 98. Think about it. 95, 96 Jets were 4-28 in 32 games. 4-28. Bill Parcells took over the Jets in 1997, 97-98 season. They went to 9-7 and just missed the playoffs by one game. Then the next year they went 12-4 to the AFC Championship game. Just like that. Just like that. That's a pretty fast turnaround. And he got rid of all the players that, like Hugh Douglas was a big player for the Jets back then. Wrong attitude. Shipped him out of town. People like, you get rid of Hugh Douglas? He's a dog. He's great. Shipped him out of town. Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's how fast he turned that team around. Then, of course, we lost to John Elway and the Broncos. We had a lead at halftime, then lost. Then John Elway retired, and they said, oh, man, the Jets 1999, they're going to win the whole thing. Who's going to stand in their way? Injuries will. Vinny Testaverde tore his Achilles tendon in the first half of the first game of the season. I tell you, man, you can't make this stuff up. Oh, we got a good fight going. There's a big hit there. Now we're going to have a good fight. There's an Islander laid out right now. We had Rick Meyer as our backup. Rick Meyer was our backup. He didn't even know enough of the plays. Parcells started Tom Tupa, our punter. That's not a joke. Tom Tupa was a quarterback for the St. Louis Angus. You must remember Tom Tupa. St. Louis Cardinals. He was a quarterback for them. I believe he backed up Neil Lomax. Then he was a starter for a little, but he was so bad. He learned how to punt. Can you imagine? He was out of the NFL for a little bit as a quarterback. Then he came back as a punter and a really good punter. But guess what? He was our best option after Vinny went down. He even threw a touchdown pass in the game. Yep. And then Ray Lucas came around. We were 0-6, and I think we finished the season 8-8. Yeah. You can't make this stuff up. But, yes, Vinny, Curtis Martin, Keyshawn, Wayne Corbett was on that team too. Keith Byers. Keith Byers was on that team. Great blocking fullback. Brian Cox. Wilbur Marshall. Remember him? Wilbur Marshall was on that team. Man, that 98 Jets team, that was the team to beat. And they would have smashed Chandler and the Dan Reeves and the Falcons, man. They would have smashed them just like the Broncos did. They would have never stood up to that Jets team. Nope. I guarantee you that. Chris Chandler and Jamal Anderson was the running back on that team. They wouldn't have beaten the Jets. Not that Jets team. Belichick should be a shoe, and he's not my favorite. Right, exactly. He's not my favorite. I'm a Jets fan. I can't stand Belichick. Can't stand him at all because of the way he left us. And I'll always say he's not the best coach of all time because without Brady, he's not. As much as, you can't bring that up. That's not – of course you can because I can bring up other coaches that won without a superstar like Tom Brady. They still went. It'd be one thing if Belichick went to the playoffs. Again, he should be in the Hall of Fame. He should be. He absolutely should be. It should never been snubbed. But his teams weren't even competitive after that. Weren't even competitive. They weren't competitive before that. He got fired from the Browns. He was about to be fired on the Patriots. About to be fired. And then the Jets stepped in and injured Drew Bledsoe, and the Brady era got started. See, the Jets just can't get out of their own way. They're part of everything. It's like steroids. Right. I think it's NFL. Don, welcome in, Don. Subscribe, Belnos. I think it's NFL fans. We all want the Seahawks to win the Super Bowl. We all don't want the. Amen. And they are going to win. Seattle's going to win. I knew the Patriots were going to beat the Broncos. And then they barely beat them. Drake May has been sacked like 5 times, almost 5 times per game. Turnovers have been bad. The defense of the Patriots is good. That's the reason they're there. Drake May had a great season. He's an MVP candidate. I'm talking about what he's been doing in the playoffs. He's a second-year guy. He's not fully groomed yet. So this is a good experience for him, but Seattle's going to win the game. Seattle's definitely going to win the game. Now, I'm not being biased because I can't stand the Patriots, but, yeah, Seattle's winning that game. Even if the Rams made it, the Rams would have beaten them too. 13:34 left in the second period. Still 2-1. No scoring this I almost said this inning. This period. The Rangers look like they actually want to try to win a game for once. I better slow down or I'll be writing a novel in here. I know. Trust me, I guess I try to keep up with the chat, but I take each comment. You guys are so smart with your comments. You're so smart with your comments that it puts me, I like to add on. I like the discussion. So I know you guys end up waiting to get your comment read, and I apologize, but you know how it is. Cullen, first Aussie dweller accounted for. First Aussie. It seems dark in here now. Hold on. What's going on, Cullen? I wouldn't give him a long deal. We are years from contending. Right, exactly. I wouldn't do it either. I hate to lose him, but we're going to lose him. He turned down a short-term deal with us. I understand where Panarin's coming from. You want that one last solid deal before you start doing one-year deals, right? So I don't blame him. He'll always be a favorite Ranger of mine. He's an established Ranger. But we got to do something, Schnazzy, while we have Igor. We can't have Lundqvist and Igor back-to-back and not win a ring. Come on. Teams win with less of a goalie. Come on. You can't have that back-to-back and not win, man. That's really bad. Cullen, what's up, Cullen? Yeah, right. Why? Because he's getting traded? Lafreniere is definitely getting traded. There's going to be teams that are interested in Lafreniere because he was a former number 1 pick. He's done 5 of his 6 years. He's done nothing. He did something the 1 year that Mike and I were telling you that you were wrong, Mr. Moraine. We turned out being completely wrong. But that was the 1 year Lafreniere actually did something. Then he got his money, ran to the bank, and just does figure skating out there now. Going Raleigh, OG Cellar Dweller accounted for. Raleigh's in the basement. What's going on, Raleigh? We have all Marines on deck. All Marines are here. Raleigh is here. Raleigh, I've been switching back and forth with the Knicks. The Rangers are playing the Islanders, so that's an old school rivalry hated game, so that's why we're doing that now. But I have been flipping back and forth with the Knicks, Raleigh, which thankfully beat the Kings. They let the Kings hang around like all game. All game yesterday, they let the Kings hang around. So Raleigh, Nav. It's all good, man. So we're doing this old school rivalry today. I'm going to do a lot more Lightning games than Rangers. Rangers are my team. I love them to death. But if they're not going to put any effort out for the rest of the season, might as well put it out my second team that is. New York, New York, New York, New York. Come on, dude. Get it out of there, man. Islanders up 15 shots to our 10. But I tell you what, the Islanders this period have not delayed penalty on us. Great. That's great. Islanders just pulled their goalie, so they got 6 on the ice. Don't get another penalty. Can we just stop the puck? Come on. What is he doing? Not one Rangers have been able to oh, my gosh. Finally. Oh, good. We got another fight. Another fight. Another fight. All right. Victor, another Cellar Dweller, third floor podcast in the basement. What's going on, Victor? What's happening, man? Good to have you back in here. The Rangers are actually – that's what I mean, man. This is a rivalry game. The Rangers don't put in any effort at any other time during the season. But this game here, they are. What's up, Raleigh? Everybody saying what's up, what's up? Originally from India. Now we live in California. Yes, you do. Manav is our cricket ambassador. He's an OG. He's been with us a long time. Manav has been with us a long time. Oh, Rempe laid him out. Laid him out. He sure did, Stella. He laid him out. Tony, another Aussie dweller in the basement, along with Cullen. What's going on, Tony? Appreciate you popping in on your lunch break. What's the temperature there for you today? It's going to be 3 degrees tonight, give or take. It's going to be 3 degrees Fahrenheit tonight there, Tony. Oh, you're going – Victor's going live after the Rangers are done, which will be 9:30 my time, roughly 9:30, right? So probably around 6:30 or so California time. Victor, Third Floor Podcast, going on with the Bill Belichick conversation. Good evening, Victor. What's up? What's up? You guys know I'm blowing, just keeping up here. I'm just blowing past everybody saying hello. You all can see who says hello to each other. Raleigh, Semper Fi to Mr. Marine back and forth. Good to have you in here, Raleigh. Oh, Bill Belichick. Bill Belichick got snubbed from the Hall of Football, the NFL Hall of Fame. Bill Belichick. I know you had to have heard of him, Cullen. Staff Sergeant Archie Griffin, 2-time Heisman Trophy winner, biggest bust ever in football. Yeah, he really was. 2-time Heisman Trophy winner, Ohio State. That's right. He really was a bust. Oh, Johnny Lamb, hands of Stone Jones. I sure do remember Johnny Lamb Jones. Teamed up with Wesley Walker. Johnny Lamb Jones wore number 80. Out there with Richard Todd. Remember when the Jets thought they'd double down after Joe Namath? We're going to draft Richard Todd out of Alabama. Richard Todd, thank goodness Ken O'Brien blew him away. But anyway, Johnny Lamb, hands of Stone Jones. Yes, I remember him. He was awful. Johnny Lamb Jones was awful. Awful. I remember him, Mr. Marine. Bell, chick, I don't know how to spell it. You close. Close. I did. I brought him up earlier, Angus. Yeah, I said Don Shula made it to the Super Bowl with the Colts. Basically, Johnny Unitas, but Earl Morrow, right? David Woodley. 1982. They went on in the beat the Jets in the championship game. And then hold on a second, guys. Minute 20 left on the Islanders power play. It's 5-on-3. 5-on-3. Off the post. Good. Get it out of there. Get it out of there. Get it out of there. 5-on-3. Islanders have 5 on our Rangers 3. Cleared it out for a minute, and there's 1 minute left on this power play. Yeah, David Woodley, Angus, and Tony Nathan was their running back. Tony Nathan. That's why Marino never won, too. He never had a running back. I've said that in here before. Tony Nathan, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Yes, there was a running back named that. Not the basketball player. Terry Kirby. Another save by Spencer Martin. Hey, this kid is looking good. Hey, last time I said that, he gave up a goal. Let me be quiet. Come on, guys. 30 seconds. Hang in there. 30 seconds of the 5-on-3. 30 seconds of 5-on-3. Another save by Martin. 15 seconds left. 5-on-3 Islanders. 15 seconds left to survive this. We're only down by a goal. Ooh, Don Strock. Good call, Victor. Don Strock. Now they have, oh, that's right, guys. It was a 4-minute major. So now it's a standard power play. Islanders have a power play for 2 more minutes. I forgot there was 2 penalties on that same play. So we survived the first 2 minutes. We got to survive another minute 53. I don't know. I just first in here today. First I seen him in here today. New to the basement. David Woodley, number 16, if I'm correct. I think that's correct. BOD spy name. 1 second. Hold on, guys. Let me check something out here. Off the post. Tony D'Angelo. I don't miss him, Staff Sergeant. Don't miss Tony D'Angelo. He's a piece of garbage. I don't miss that guy. Man, I'm way behind. I just lost my chat. Hold on, guys. I know how to get it back. It's taking a minute. All right, minute left. We'll survive 4 minutes of this. 4 minutes of this. And voila, there you guys are. BOD spy name. Yep, I got you back. 50 seconds will survive a 4-minute power play. The first was 5-on-3, and the second is a standard 5-on-4. 40 seconds left to survive the penalty kill. This would be huge penalty kill for the Rangers. Sinners is so good. I hope you don't know anything about the movie. I don't know anything about it. I know Mike. Oh, the Islanders scored. It was bound to happen. Bound to happen. 3-1. This game's probably already over. 3-1, Islanders. I don't know. Do we do comebacks? I don't think we do comebacks. Oh, we used our comeback already against the Bruins. I don't know if we have another one in us. But Mike Sullivan is the guy. For people that think Mike Sullivan's not the coach for us, yes, he is. It's going to be a whole retooling of players. I hate to use that word, retooling, but it is. I can't wait to see it. And I like Michael B. Jordan anyway. He's got really good movies, man. And I love all the Creed movies. I thought the Creed movies were excellent. I mean, the Rocky movie going into it's just such a cash cow because everybody's going to keep watching it. It's not like they're bad. They're good. They're really good movies. Rangers Winter Classic jersey you have on. You're wearing a 00. Is the jersey with your last name or something on the jersey? Yeah, that's my last name, Basement. I have my last name on the jersey. Sinner also stars Josh Allen's wife, Hallie Steinfeld. Oh, cool. I didn't know that. Oh, guys, this game's over. It's 4-1 now. What a joke. What a joke. What a joke. I did not know that, Gunner. Did not know that. Jim Kelly, Steve Young, Doug Flutie, Herschel Walker, -3 NFL years, USL first. Hell yeah. Herschel Walker played for the New Jersey Generals with who? How's your Walt Michaels, who left the New York Jets and went on there, and Joe Walton became our coach. Our offensive coordinator moved up to head coach, Joe Walton, and Walt Michaels took on the New Jersey Generals. And who was – remember all those great Ken O'Brien years, Victor? Who was the offensive coordinator for Joe Walton? Rich Kotite. Rich Kotite. All those years, Ken O'Brien. It's so funny, Victor, and staff, sergeant, guys that from that era that hate on Ken O'Brien. It's like Ken O'Brien, just because he wasn't Dan Marino, Ken O'Brien was not even close to being a scrub. Not even close. Ken O'Brien was an excellent quarterback. Excellent quarterback. He wasn't Dan Marino. The Jets would have won Super Bowls if they had chosen Dan Marino. What a country I live in. Currently floods in Northern Territory, record break, and he's what? Oh, Cullen, yeah, man. You guys have been getting brutal over in Australia. You guys are getting it brutal over there. Yep, absolutely brutal. And we're having a string of record lows, like 3 degrees, 2 degrees, highs of like 14 and 15 for like days on end. And I'll take that over 120 degrees anytime. Jerry Glanville always brought a ticket for Elliott. Yeah, and that was the funny thing today. And I heard that I think it was Colin Coward. I heard so many different things today, but yeah. His win percentage without Brady was worse than Jerry Glanville's. Jerry Glanville also has that famous thing he said to the referees, NFL, not for long. If you keep making calls like that, not for long. And the House of Pain, the Houston Oilers, House of Pain. That was an answer to the Bengals, welcome to the jungle. I remember that whole era, man. Could you imagine players and coaches talking about that way now? That's why I laughed at Bountygate. Bountygate, they acted like that was the first time that players ever had bets on who knocking out a quarterback. Man, Lawrence Taylor used to tell the quarterback, on the field, I'm going to knock you out. The 85 Bears, the Raiders, Alzado, Hendricks, Jack Tatum, these guys told you on the field, I'm going to knock you out. Look what they did to Lynn Swann. The Raiders with Lynn Swann, he didn't even have the ball coming to him, and they would knock him out. They would knock him on the field. So when they Bountygate, you're like, oh, my gosh, can you believe Bountygate? They acted like that was something new. Bountygate was nothing compared to the way it was back then. Yeah, Tom Tupa. Super Tupa. He actually did good in that game. He did. But I knew you'd remember Tupa, Angus. Yeah, Super Tupa. And it was the slowest call. Neil Lomax was the quarterback. Otis Anderson was your running back. Roy Green was a wide receiver for you guys. He was really good. Yeah. I remember that team. I think Tim Rosenbach came around a little after that. Tim Rosenbach, remember him? Stump Merrill was a running back for them. Gene Stallings was the head coach. By the way, guys, I'm not even a Cardinals fan. I don't know why I remember a lot of that, but I do. Yankee Kyle, another cellar dweller accounted for. Yankee Kyle in the basement. What's going on, Yankee Kyle? I know, Gunner. It's a New York thing, Gunner. It's a New York thing. You go from Hasek to Ryan Miller, the other great U.S.-born goalie. Can't win. It's amazing. It's a New York thing. Look at all the legends that have played in New York and haven't gotten a ring. And I'm talking recently. We can go back in time. Yeah, we can find some, but I just mean like there's too many. It's too many. Like I said, the jury's still out on Josh Allen, Aaron Judge, and Igor. Jury's still out. Jury's still out on them. We'll see. All three of them better not leave their careers without a ring. And the window's going to start closing on all three of them. Taylor Radish says, no, Ranger fans, stick around. Stick around. Boom, 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 boom. Taylor Radish. A Taylor Radish sighting. 4-2. 4-2 in the game of the backup goalies. Tomorrow's going to be Jonathan Quick versus Ilya Sorokin, who's a very good goalie. I don't like complimenting Islanders on anything, but I will say that. He is an excellent goalie. Victor, good evening. I think between Hank and Igor, that made me realize you shouldn't have a goalie be the centerpiece of your team. I mean, goodness, man, you should – it's so funny, Schnazzy, because you're right on that. But if you have superior lines, superior defense, and your goalie is average to below average, you're still not going to win a lot of games. If your goalie can't stop a lot, it's going to be tough. I mean, but man, you have Igor, man. Like we just put Lundqvist through the embarrassment of not having a ring. I always call Lundqvist the Dan Marino of hockey. He is the Dan Marino of hockey. Tons of great stats. I still think he is the winningest Game 7 goalie in NHL playoff history. So, yeah, but no ring. No ring. And you know what's funny? Hold on a second. I think the Rangers actually might try to score again.
Still looking for his first goal as a Ranger. 25 games with the club this season. After coming over in the spring this summer for Cale Miller.
I think Lundqvist is. I'm just double checking what I had stated. I think he is still most Game 7 wins. I don't know how you really look that up. Oh, whatever. If it's been broken, it's got to be pretty recent. But yeah, that's the way it is. I mean, look at trying to think of a goalie besides Brodeur. Patrick Waugh. I mean, the team was centered around him. They had a great team. Patrick Waugh is, 4-time champion. 1 with the Canadiens and 3 with the Avs. Brodeur played with different 2 people in front of him, but he was the centerpiece. Now, Grant Fuhr for the Oilers. Grant Fuhr has 4 rings, but you never hear about him. You never hear about him. 4 rings with the Oilers. Wayne Gretzky, Yari Curry, Mark Messier. You never hear about him, right? Because they believe that he won because of the team in front of him. Same as like Mike Richter. He has a ring. I'd take Henrik Lundqvist over Mike Richter in a heartbeat. Mike Richter won a ring with the Rangers, but they always it was the team in front of him. Mike Richter was a great goalie. He's not in the Hall of Fame yet. It's a balmy 27 degrees in St. Louis. Hilarious. I almost brought up Arsenal in the Champions League, Johnny, but remember to erase it just in case I. Okay, I will. I promise you. Plan of extremes, absolutely extremes. Yep. Is it snowing in St. Louis, Angus? Yeah, is it snowing there? What's going on there? It is hot as heck in Australia. It's Canadian vortex in the polar region means storms. They said it's cold out, but to me it's summer. There's no, yeah, I love it. I love it. The best sleeping weather. I really do love it. I really do. I'm with you, Mr. Marine. You know, you and I are together on hating it, Staff Sergeant. Hating the heat. I love the grandkid. I love everything we can do in the summertime. Barbecues or having the kids and families over and all that stuff. But I cannot stand the 98-degree, 100-degree, hazy, hot, humid days. I hate it. I hate that part of it. It has not snowed in St. Louis for 3 days, Manav. Good evening, brother. How you doing tonight? Kyle, I'm doing great, man. How about yourself? Awesome. Yep. Kyle, how you doing, bro? Simplify. Angus, good evening. 4-1 makes this a Knicks stream. Well, it's 4-2 now, Gunner, but yeah, no joke. It's 4-2. We only have 12 shots on net, minute 23 left in the second, and we will be switching to the Knicks in a minute. The only New York team right now, oh, no, that's not true. The Buffalo Sabres are making I don't like counting the Islanders at all, so we won't count them. We'll count Buffalo. We'll count Buffalo as the other New York team doing something. Aldrich Ames spine from 85 to 94 when I was in the Marines. Wait, anyone want to watch Show It? Call the assets at about the Aldrich Ames spine from 85 to 94 when I was in the Marines at the time. Netflix, YouTube. 5-2 Islanders. There's the Rangers we all know and love. I'm already going to let you guys know the next time the Lightning play. That's a team that we're going to follow the rest of the season. My other team. This is a joke. This is a joke. The Lightning play the Jets tomorrow at 7 o'clock. Lightning play the Jets tomorrow at 7 o'clock. I know the Rangers and the Islanders play tomorrow. You know what? I think tomorrow we'll do the Rangers and Islanders again. That might be the last Ranger game I do all year. So we'll stick to the Ranger-Islander rivalry for tomorrow. I'll stick to it for tomorrow because that's probably going to be the last Ranger game I do for the year. I'll go into the Knicks and the Lightning right away. But we'll get the Islander-Ranger thing going for tomorrow. Bellin just signed. Hopefully, like Derek Jeter said, we have over $300 million contract. $300 million payroll. So the Yankees should be able to do something with that. They should be able to do something with that. Hi, guys. I'm back. Johnny, I'm wondering if you have time to see the short movie on the 2.4 GTs. I have not yet. But I'm going to. You have stuff you've sent me. Bond has some stuff he just sent me. I'm going to set time aside. Hopefully tomorrow, if not Friday, I will set time aside to look at those, Tony. And I really appreciate you and Bond have been loading me up with a lot of things to look at, man. I really appreciate it. And I'm going to take a look at it. Elvis is everywhere, Vic. Manav, Angus, we love anything Ford, Tony. Yes. Ford all the way. Ford all the way. Code, another cellar dweller from Australia in the basement. Code, what's going on? Code, how you doing? What's happening? Good to have you in here, buddy. Breaking news. What's the breaking news, Manav? Tell us. New York City battle. Well, it's really one-sided because the Rangers don't really feel like playing anymore this season, Code. So I was just telling the guys that I will be going to the Lightning. I am going to do the Rangers Islanders tomorrow night, and then it'll be pretty much Tampa Bay Lightning the rest of the season and into the playoffs. And the Rangers have completely quit on the season. Outside of a couple of players that are still trying, for the most part, they pretty much quit. Quit on the season. Just quit. I can't see it any other way. Kyle, I agree with you every day on that. Every day. Got to get a ring with him. Just telling that with Gunner. Josh Allen, Aaron Judge. Igor just turned 30, so he's got some time. But, I mean, Aaron Judge and Josh Allen, man, that window's getting tighter. That window's getting tighter. Getting tighter. I three-peat about hot weather. I hate it. Yeah. Oh, man. Angus, I hate it with a passion. Passion. Because when it's super cold, it's not like you don't get that like, oh, like when you're just sweating and have that heat all day, it's awful. What am I doing?
Right now, however, the Bulls are up 76-70.
Of course, the Knicks are at halftime and the Rangers are at the end of the second period.
And a Clippers fan blogger, Rob Plum, said if they go 15-3 in any stretch this season, I'll print and eat this tweet. So, Sunday at home against the Nets. In a game where fans
But speaking of teams that gave up on the season, the Nets too. Breaking news. Yes, Manav. Wow, Brian Dable's. How about that? How about that? How about that? The ex-Jets coach Robert Saleh, head coach, ex-Giants coach Brian Dable, offensive coordinator. How about that? And wouldn't the Giants and Jets kick the – I mean, can you imagine Saleh and Brian Dable tandem take the Titans far? And the Jets – the Giants actually have John Harbaugh. The Giants got Jackson Dart, Scatterboo. They got a team. I think the Giants are going to be okay. They're going to be a lot better next year. Or this year, later this year. Islanders aren't a New York City team. They're a Connecticut team, obviously. They're a Long Island team. They're a New York team. They're not New York City. They're not in Manhattan. The Rangers are Manhattan. The Islanders are on Long Island. They're not a Connecticut team. They're on Long Island, New York. That's right. Good to go. Good to go. That's awesome, Gunner. 13. Did the Rangers have 13 shots? Boy, oh boy. That is crazy, man. Yeah, the Rangers quit. Like I said, I was going to do the Rangers-Islanders game. Staff Sergeant asked yesterday if I would do that. So I'm going to do it in honor of Staff Sergeant and us Rangers suffering. But thank goodness for the Tampa Bay Lightning. We'll go into that after tomorrow, the remainder of the season. Gunner, yep. It's okay. Gunner's Buffalo Sabres are doing it right now, man. He's happy, and I don't blame him. Just relaxing. Awesome. We need to get Gould from – yeah, what's up with that? What's up with the guy Gould? Gould Maine always asks me when I'm streaming, and when I do, he's never in here, Gunner. He will learn a lot, man. He always asks when I'm streaming next. And even you have told him when I am and when I'm not, and he's never in here. Tell him. I mean, I told him, come on in. Come on in. Just to let you know that I'm a Holden man, but still love 4 GTs. Hey, Tony, you turned me on to that Holden A9X Tirana, man. Wow. Of course, the legend Peter Brock driving it made it even better, man. But I love that. I love that car now. And I am not a GM person. I'm not a Chevy person because when we grew up, it was Mustangs versus Camaro and Corvette. That's the way it was. And so you just learned that, like, you're a Chevy guy, you're a Ford guy. That's just the way it was. And now, after a while, I realized through those videos that Holden was GM made because some of those cars looked a little GM-ish. But I do like that A9X Tirana, man. Beautiful car. Beautiful. I'm learning a lot more about old school Aussie muscle cars. Michael in the base. What's going on, Michael? Yes, we stink. Maybe I used to wonder, Michael, said Sam Rosen, why wouldn't he retire in the 100th year? Why wouldn't he retire in the 100th year? Go out in his 41st year, retire. Now I see why he didn't want to retire in the 100th year. He probably saw this coming, Michael. Sam Rosen probably saw this coming. He's like, look, I'm getting out now. And the great Joe Micheletti, his partner, they both probably knew Micheletti was retiring also at the end of the season, but it really was all about Sam Rosen. And Micheletti didn't mention it until after Rosen had gotten all the accolades and gotten all the due respect And Micheletti pulled a Tim Duncan, right? He pulled a Tim Duncan. Oh, by the way, I'm retiring at the end of the season. Like, the season's over now, and I'm retiring. Tim Duncan did that on the Spurs. Only Popovich knew he was retiring at the end of the year. Never to the media, never made a big deal, never did, the final tour, season. Tim Duncan was a quiet assassin. I mean, come on. And he just, when the season was over, it was kind of like, oh, by the way, I didn't tell you guys? Yeah, I'm retiring. Love that. I thought that was really cool. He was never a look at me guy. Local Goodwill store, I got Mattel game for $20. Mattel, the game I grew up on. I asked the clerk why it's so cheap. Told me it won't sell, so Mattel football. Wow. Are you talking about the one on the board here? You know what I'm talking about. There's a little game box. It wasn't like, the Game Boy, which came along later, but it was similar to that. You talking about that Mattel football? Wow. Crazy. Thanks, Michael. Yeah, old school Rangers, man. I'm trying to be old school all the way. Winter Classic, try to do the old school thing here, man. And what an embarrassment. What an embarrassment. Mike Sullivan is the right coach. I'd say to keep Mike Sullivan. Now, what an embarrassment the season's becoming. Okay, so you have some injuries. Igor's out. You can't expect Jonathan Quick at 40 years old to start every game. Can't hate on. There's a few Ranger fans, not many, nobody in here. There's a few Ranger fans I know that were kind of hating on Quick. It's like, whoa. You can't hate on Jonathan Quick, man. He's 40. The guy is going to the Hall of Fame, and he was perfect for what he was asked to do. Couple of games every 10 days or so, right? Couple of games every 10 days. He was doing fine. And then, God forbid, any emergency in the playoffs, you have a veteran behind you that no situation he hasn't seen before a million times. Now you're asking him to play every game. You can't. And the team leaves him out to dry anyway. So the team is, I don't know, man. It's just bad. It's just really bad. I mean, the Lightning had missed Victor Hedman, Ryan McDonough, Braden Point. All three of them have been out for a long length of time, and they're still winning. The 33-13. I'm going off the top of my head, but I'm pretty sure they're 30. I have it right here. Hold on. Yeah, the 33-14-4. They were like 1-5 at the end of October. So they went 32-9 since then. Wow. To be fair, Brooklyn and Queens are in Long Island too. Well, they are in Long Island. Absolutely. They call it the five boroughs, but yes, you are correct. They are in Nassau County. Queens is Queens County technically, but yeah, they're part of Long Island. But the Islanders don't play in Brooklyn. They play further around the Hempstead area, and the Rangers play in Manhattan. They play in Manhattan code. The Rangers don't play in Brooklyn or Queens. They play in Manhattan. Not watching the Super Bowl. Oh, my gosh. Michael, please. People can talk about the Jets, but it's like the Vikings, it's more direct on the Vikings because they let them go after winning 14 games. Brunson with the turnaround jumper missed 51-47. Toronto just started the third quarter. 51-47 Toronto. Who has – and by the way, Shinazi, you mentioned it earlier. I don't think Panarin's playing today. Let me check that now while I have a chance. I haven't seen Panarin. Look at that. 1 hour ago, Artemi Panarin likely has played his last Rangers game. It's likely his final game has already been played as they are in the works of facilitating a trade. Yeah, because he hasn't been playing tonight. Yep, Rangers, he's got a lineup for roster management. So they sat him. He's probably getting traded today. They sit in Panarin. He's probably getting traded. 100%, Kyle. You can never say that enough. 100% agreed. Yeah, we don't do the Ford, Chevy, Hold, even Dodge, all home school cars. December 9th, the Sabres have the best record in the league. I know, Gunner, and you should be proud, man. You should be proud. You should be proud. Keep that ball rolling. You guys owe Kevin Adams a lot, Gunner, and the ownership for getting rid of Kevin Adams. He must feel like $1 million. The minute he leaves, the Sabres like automatically become great. Pats have to lose. Oh, they're going to lose, Michael. They're going to lose. Don't worry. They're going to lose. I knew they were going to beat the Broncos, and that's because the Broncos – Garrett said, they made some mistakes in that game, but they haven't been protecting Drake May. He's been getting sacked a lot and turning the ball over. Seattle is – look, they're going to be fine. Yep, they're going to – Patriots are not winning the Super Bowl. I think it's going to be a blowout, to be honest with you. They do have a good defense. The Patriots do have a really good defense, but I think they're going to be on the field a lot. And I think it's going to be a blowout. Even if the Rams made it, I think the Rams would have blown them out too. Brunson moving in more. Mid-range jumper. Missed it. Bridges wide open, corner 3. He missed that. He usually nails those. 57-52, 9:40 left in the third. I am going to go back to the Rangers' final period, guys. Yeah, terrible, Michael. Yep. How you been, Michael? I haven't seen you in a while, man. Dable with Ward and Pollard will do good. I could see 12. I wanted the Jets to hire Brian Dable as their offensive coordinator. I did. What a joke. The Jets are, like I said, Dante Moore staying at Oregon. Dude, we're just going to see in April of 27. We're just going to see next year. The Jets are going to win 1 to 3 games again. Again. Can you imagine? How does Aaron Glenn, and I love Aaron Glenn as a player. He's a great New York Jet. He had over 40 interceptions in his career. He was one of the better cornerbacks of his era. Not of all time, just of his era. Guy was a hard-nosed player. I like Aaron Glenn as a player. Jets should have done what the Patriots did with Gerard Mayo, their own great player that won rings with them. Nice try at coaching. See ya. We want the Patriots. I hate to compliment them, but they believe in winning. They don't believe in giving things time to win. Gerard Mayo was one and done. To be honest, a lot of the games that the Patriots were winning this year, they would have lost last year with Mayo. They would have lost last year with Gerard Mayo as head coach. So they got rid of him. The Jets keep Aaron Glenn no interceptions for the entire season, which is mind-blowing. And then they're the first team ever, or one of the few, to lose their last 5 games by more than 3 touchdowns in each one of them. How does this guy keep his job? Yep, I don't get it. Just jokes. Yep. John Davidson was the best with Sam. Oh, that's going back. He started with Phil Esposito, then John Davidson. Yeah, I like John Davidson. He was great. And now then he went to Micheletti. I like Joe Micheletti a lot. Joe Micheletti called out Alexei Lafreniere for laziness quite often. He would circle him. He would circle him on certain plays and be like, watch. Oh, they come down here, and then the Rangers go back in transition. Look at Lafreniere. He's over here hanging out. And he would circle him, like John Madden style, circle him on the screen. Look at him. He's just taking his time getting back. Crazy. Schnazzy, good seeing you, brother. Good seeing you, man. Love the profile pic. Igor and Brunson. Both of them are going to have a ring. Not this year. Brunson maybe this year, but Igor definitely not. The NHL could start an island conference. Long Island, Block Island, Nantucket, and Newfoundland. Why not? Amen, Mr. Marine. 100%. Yep. Yep. Good night, Igor Brunson. Great to see back. Great to be back. Yes, Yep. Awesome. Yeah, Sullivan's going to be fine. I also, by the way, Michael, and Staff Sergeant, I talked about this too. I didn't like getting rid of Keandre Miller. He's a young guy, has a lot of talent. Yes, he had some faults. But, man, what is Scott Morrow, the guy that we got for him, doing? Taking the bus back and forth to the Hartford Wolfpack. I would take Keandre Miller over Scott Morrow 10 times and twice on Sunday or whatever that term is. Like, I couldn't believe they got rid of Keandre Miller for basically nothing. A young player, young defenseman, guy can shoot. Like I said, he had some faults, but not a lot. He's better than most of the guys that we have now. Crazy. New York is a lot like Melbourne, except Melbourne teams are great at sports. Well, in footy, a Melbourne team hasn't made a grand final since 2023. I mean, New York has more, like the Yankees have 27 World Championship rings. It's the most in American sports of any sport. 27. People say, oh, you're living in the past. No, that's current news. That's today, right now. Right now, today, they have 27 rings. But New York hasn't, well, if we want to branch out, the New York Liberty, the women's NBA, they are the reigning champions. And our soccer team, NYCFC, won the title in 2021. Those are professional teams. I mean, that's what we have to reach for right now. Sorry, Ozzy guys, we're talking ice hockey. Oh, some of them know it. Some of them know it pretty well. Because they compare a lot of – hockey is very, very similar to footy outside of ice and grass. The concept is very similar. They're very similar. Yep. Hawthorne Hawks. Yep, I'm Brisbane Lions, man. Brisbane Lions going for the three-peat. You already know that, Michael. Going for the three-peat. Brisbane Lions. Bruin, OG cellar dweller, hockey ambassador, basement bouncer in the basement. I switched over to the Knicks for a little while because it's the end of the second period, but basically the game's probably already over. It's 5-2 Islanders. Bruin, I already informed everybody that I will be doing one more Ranger game against the Islanders tomorrow. Quick versus Sorokin. I'll probably lose that one too because it's at MSG. We've only won 6 games there. And I'll be doing the Lightning the rest of the season. There's no reason to do Ranger games. They are pathetic. They've given up. Not everybody, but most of the team is just flat out quit. They're just punching a time clock. Super Bowl is going to be trash. BC, welcome in the basement. Welcome in the basement. Bruin, subscribe. BC, yeah. Think about it, man. Like, Drake May and Jarrett Stidham was the AFC Championship game quarterbacks. Lamar Jackson and Josh Allen were at home. Something's wrong, man. Something's wrong. The last 2 MVPs are at home, and Jarrett Stidham, I know because of injury, but still, even if he wasn't injured, Bo Nix would have been versus Drake May when you had Lamar Jackson and Josh Allen sitting at home. The Eagles losing to the 49ers because their offensive coordinator was trash and A.J. Brown can't catch anything thrown right to his hands. And then the 49ers go out the next week and get their doors blown off. But in the NFC, Seattle really was the team. It was going to be the Seattle or the Rams. Either one of them was going to beat the Patriots anyway. Seahawks is the third opponent Pats have faced in a Super Bowl already. Eagles, Giants, and Seattle. Oh, yeah, that code, that's true. They lost to the Giants twice, lost to Nick Foles and the Eagles, beat Seattle, but that's really because they didn't hand off to Marshall Faulk. Like, why do you not go on and on with that one. Another BOD spy, Mr. Marine. Another BOD spy. Mr. Marine is a basement bouncer now, you know. 1 second.
Good job that time. Posted the turnover score. 2 of 3 from downtown on a night for the Knicks are 6 of 23 of the team. Barrett frustrated, Hart hustling for the rebound. And it's going to stay with Toronto, though, sir. Take a look at Barnes, folks. He's an excellent.
Not BOD, Mr. Marine. Not BOD. Not BOD. Not BOD. Not BOD. I'm not BOD. I just checked, not BOD. 10 is being held out. His trade is immediately soon. Yeah, oh yeah. Panarin, he's definitely getting traded. And I hate to see him go. But I would not give him a big contract. 66 to 60 Raptors. Try saying that fast. 7:10 left in the third quarter. Let me go back to the Rangers just for laughs for a minute. Think he's on the trading block. He is. He didn't even play in the game. 2 minutes into the third period. It's still 5-2 Islanders, but guess what? They're in our zone. Seahawks in the Super Bowl will be the only time I ever go for the Hawks. Got you that one there, Cullen. Hockey guy said it too. He knows hockey. Oh, man. You talking about the hockey guy? Yeah, he has. That guy has a gazillion jerseys. Gazillion. Yep. Yeah, I'm happy for him. I mean, Gunner's a diehard Buffalo everything fan, and they just went through the Bills' problems. And the Sabres have been the New York Jets of hockey, because they haven't made the playoffs in 14 seasons. And they should make it now. I mean, unless they have some epic collapse, which I think Gunner would I don't know what Gunner would do if Buffalo had some weird collapse and didn't make the playoffs. That's not going to happen. So I'm happy for him. He'll have to go up against my Lightning. Manav, Staff Sergeant Thomas. It's going to be a blowout, but a low scoring one, like 20-3 or 23-5. Yeah, I think so, Code. I think you're right on that. Seattle's defense is no joke. Look at Carson Soucy with the Islanders. Like, man, I remember what it was like being over with those guys. Carson Soucy just got traded from the Rangers to the Islanders. Probably like, yep, those guys quit. It's true. You know what? I did not see the Rangers and Bruins game because I figured the Rangers were going to get smoked. Remember, I ended up not being able to do – I was going to do the Lightning Mammoth game that night. I ended up not being able to do any of them. So I didn't watch the Rangers Bruins. I watched the Lightning and the Mammoth from the second period on. And it's like, wow, the Rangers won. Maybe I'm the bad luck guy. They actually came back and beat the Bruins, who smoked them 2 weeks ago. Crazy. Yeah, this team is done. I'm going to go back over to the Knicks. It's a good idea, Mr. Marine, Staff Sergeant Thomas. I don't even – you know what? The Lightning play tomorrow night. I mean, should I do the final Ranger game of the season tomorrow night? The final Ranger game of the season, Rangers Islanders tomorrow night? I might do that, Mr. Marine, Staff Sergeant. I might just do that. It's going to be all Tampa Bay Lightning after that. Great player doesn't always mean great coach. That's right. 100%. 100%. Look at Wayne Gretzky. Wayne Gretzky is like the GOAT of GOATs. The GOAT of GOATs. Not a good head coach. Not a good head coach at all. Well, weird. Michael Jordan, right? Not a good owner. Not a good owner of basketball teams. Not a good owner. These guys are like legends of legends. I don't get it. I think Magic Johnson coached for a while. Wasn't a good coach. He's arguably the greatest point guard of all time. I'm watching the stream while I'm warming up inside. It's garbage night, and I got a bunch of – oh, man, I know. Gunner, we're in the same boat, brother. We may be on two different ends in New York, but we're in the same boat. Are you getting more snow this weekend too, Gunner? We are. Are you getting more snow Are you getting more snow, Gunner? Yeah. This has been bad, Mr. Murray. We only have 13 shots. The Islanders have 30. The Islanders have 30 shots. We have 13. Our team has quit. Oh, man. Oh, that's awful. That's awful, Michael. Michael, tell them you're a Giants fan. Just tell the Patriot fans you're a diehard Giants fan. They can make fun of whatever the Giants are doing now or haven't done, but you still got it on them. Just lie. Just tell them you're a Giants fan. It's okay. You want to see them get really pissed off, just tell them you're a Giants fan and how come they never talk about their 18-1 season. That's all. Tell them you're a Giants fan. Cullen, yep. Shoot it. All right, I'm going to go to the Knicks. You're right. Let's go to the Knicks. This is a waste of time. It's 5-2. Let's just go to the Knicks. I'll leave the score on the banner on there. There's no reason to change it. 68-67 Toronto. 4 minutes left in the third quarter. This is a game right now, guys. And Toronto is right there at the Knicks this year. You're right, Staff Sergeant. I'll take your orders. I'll take your orders, Staff Sergeant. I'm switching. The Raptors right now are 29-19, 68-67. The Knicks are 28-18. In the standing, the Knicks are third with a 609 win percentage, and the Raptors have a 604 win percentage, fourth overall in the East. So the Raptors are on a 4-game winning streak. The Knicks are on a 3-game winning streak. This is a game right here. This is a game right here. Orders taken and received, Staff Sergeant. I've switched. I'm going to leave the Islanders Rangers score up there. Ryan Miller was a freaking – that's another New York team right there. Right there. We're talking about Lundqvist to Igor. Igor is the greatest goalie in the game. They went from Hasek, a legendary goalie, one of the greatest of all time, top 3, to Ryan Miller, the other great American-born goalie next to Jonathan Quick, wins-wise, right? I think he is second to – he's second to Jonathan. I know Jonathan Quick's the winningest, but I think Ryan Miller's right after him. I think Ryan Miller's right behind him. I want to know. I'm checking it out.
I've heard that fantasy football leagues are making last place teams spend 24 hours at their restaurant. They wanted to help.
Jonathan Quick has 408 wins, 301 losses, and Ryan Miller is second, 391. Ryan Miller is the second winningest United States-born goalie, 391. So Jonathan Quick just passed Ryan Miller this year. Just passed him this year. Bruin, Michael, Ryan Miller. And then Buffalo, like they're like the Rangers right now. Legendary goalies, Hall of Famers. Ryan Miller should be in the Hall of Fame. Is he not in the Hall of Fame? No. Is he not in the Hall of Fame? I don't think he's in the Hall of Fame. He's not in the Hall of Fame. How is Ryan Miller not in the Hall of Fame? Oh, no, Cullen, it's WNBA and men's. MLS, men's soccer. MLS is men's. WNBA is our other New York champion. The soccer team is men's. It's Major League Soccer. Our men's professional soccer team won. And it's not even my team. I'm a New York Red Bulls fan, not an NYCFC fan. I'm a New York Red Bulls fan. Brisbane have a lot to look forward to. Olympics in 2032, potential three-peat, Broncos. Yeah. Oh, wow. I don't know. I don't watch rugby code, but OG was done. Boom. Boom, boom, boom. Knicks take the lead, 69-68, 3:50 left in the third quarter. Knicks take the lead. Let's go Knicks. Yeah, Michael, that's what it's all about here in that basement, man. We just hang out as we always have, man. It's just a hangout. And we switch up when one team's doing bad. Staff Sergeant was right. We might as well watch the Knicks. Knicks are down by 1 right now. Landry Shamet driving the lane. Still driving the lane. Kicks it back out. Tyler Kolek. Kolek kicks it back to Shamet. Drives the lane again. Mid-range jumper. Missed it. Hawkporty on the rebound. Josh Hart. Come on, Knicks. Get a bucket. Get another bucket here. We're down 70-69. Foul on Toronto. I want to say USA, man. I'm going to do those games, Michael. I'm going to do the USA Olympic hockey games, too. I want to say USA. I mean, man, we fell short in the Four Nations, right? We just fell short. We have a great – Canada always has the best team. They always have the best team. But, man, we got a really solid team coming in, a real solid team. I'm going to see the Seahawks versus the Rams the September. Oh, not you're going to go see, and that's a great game. I'm glad NFL brought real teams for you guys in Australia to watch, not the Jets versus the Dolphins or some lame teams that nobody cares about. Like they send the Jets to England. Why? Why would you send the Jets anywhere? You want to represent the NFL in another country. That's the type of game you want to see. That's awesome. You go, Tony, what's up with Wayback, man? Is he okay? Did he get a hip replacement or something? Is he all right? Mikal Bridges with the shot, 73-70 Knicks, 2:36 left in the third quarter. The Knicks were down 12, they're up 3. I'm trying to keep that right. I keep checking it too. I keep checking it. If he's held out of the game, that means they're close to – I mean, that usually means a deal is about to be finalized. I like the way they word it. Panarin out of Rangers lineup tonight for roster management. Roster management. Okay. All right. Yeah. So he's what? Not going to be traded? Roster management. That's a new one. I like that term. Yeah, it's crazy term, Stella. I know. Step up. Come on. Come on, baby. I got you. I got you.
That's after the 7 turnovers last night in Paris. So he's had a resounding recovery.
No. Nope. Don't do that, baby. 2:36 left in the third quarter. Knicks up by 3. Coming back on the court. Nope. No trade yet, though, but we know he's getting traded. That sucks. As long as he doesn't go to the Islanders. Panarin, don't go to the Islanders, please. Hey, Gunner, how about if Buffalo gets Panarin? That'll put you guys right over the top. 18-4 run for the Knicks. 18-4 run in the last 4 minutes, I think it said. Ow. Stella, that one actually hurt. Oof. That one hurt. Ow. Squeezed a little bit too hard that time. Whew. Kolek back to Bridges. And the Knicks are probably going to make some trades too, man. For if they get Giannis, now we're really talking. Mikal Bridges drive the lane into the layup and good. Boom. 75-70 Knicks. Oh, sorry, Tony. I'm going to get a list of the countries playing in Cricket World Cup. Oh, there you go. Manav. Can't wait to watch the Cricket World Cup, Tony. Michael, absolutely. You got to feel for the Buffalo. That's why I like the Bills Mafia. And a lot of them support my channel. And I feel for them because they went through 17 years, besides the 4 Super Bowl losses. Then they go through 17 years of not making the playoffs. I very rarely have a Buffalo fan make fun of the Jets losing streak or not being able to make the playoffs because they went through it themselves. And you remain loyal. You might hate the team and be angry with them and know your team's a joke. Beautiful shot by Towns. The Knicks are up 79-70. Wow, what a comeback. They were down 12. They were down by 8 when we first turned over. They might be on a 23-4 run. Hold on. Wow, Shamet misses the 3. Towns picks it up. Boom. Towns grabs the rebound before it goes out of bounds. Over the shoulder pass. Bridges right there. Boom. Absolutely, Michael. I went for the Bills in the playoffs. I did the Bills games on you. People are like, you're a Jets fan. Who cares? Because I'm a Jets fan. I'm going for Buffalo. I will never go for the Patriots or the Dolphins, ever. I'll never go for them. But I will go for the Bills. I respect their fan base. I respect the loyalty those guys have, and they've been through it. I mean, we have a ring, and I wasn't even alive to see it. I came around a few years later. Should organize. You guys should organize. That would be great. Send pictures. That would be awesome, Cullen. I know Wayback and Tony go to a lot of games. I know they do. And Bagger Dave, what's up with Bagger Dave? I've seen him with comments on my videos. So I was 10 the last time Buffalo was in the playoffs. I'm currently 26. Oh, the Sabres. Yeah, goodness gracious. I know, man. I hear you. Buffalo fans have been through it, man. Really been through it. And then you watch Hasek leave to go win a cup somewhere else. And deservingly so. If Igor in a couple of years wants to leave because the Rangers aren't doing anything, I'll go for Igor anywhere he goes. I'll hope he gets a ring anywhere he goes, unless he plays against the Rangers. But, you know. Lundqvist technically was on the Washington Capitals after the Rangers, but he had a heart surgery, and he couldn't play for them the whole year. But technically, yes, if you look at Washington Capitals' Henrik Lundqvist jersey, they are out there. They are out there. We are Rangers fans. We are. 100%, Michael. 100%. I lived in Tampa for 13 years, so I was a season ticket holder for the Lightning because I love going to hockey games. I ended up really liking them a lot, and they weren't that good then. Boom! Bridges with 3. 82-70 Knicks. 27-4 run in the last 7.5 minutes. 27-4 run in the last 7.5 minutes. 8 seconds left in the third quarter. Guys, wow. Wow. I know, Stella. That's crazy. End of the quarter, 82-70 Knicks. Way back. Good to have you in here. Way back. I'm taking a quick break. I'm going to be right back. Way back. Good to see you in here, man. Be right back. I'm going to leave your note up there so I know when I come back. Now I'm on. They were embarrassing us, Pete. I'm sorry. I had to switch over to the Knicks, the only team that's trying tonight. Rangers, I will be back on for the Rangers Islanders tomorrow night. Hopefully we have a better showing. Panarin might be gone. Code. Wayne Gretzky was an elite player, the GOAT, but geez, he was a bad coach, man. Terrible. Really weird. Do the final game Saturday at 3:30. Pens finish month off, then we're capiche. All right, Staff Sergeant. You got it. Orders received. Do the Rangers Islanders tomorrow night, and we'll finish off with the Penguins Saturday at 3:30, and then it's all about the Lightning. So, yeah. Even way back. Good to have you back, man. How you been? You been all right, man? Yes, we're all way back. We have 2 different ends of the earth. You guys are scorching heat, and we're here. We're going to have a low of like 3 degrees tonight, 3 Fahrenheit. We have a low of 3 Fahrenheit tonight. 3 degrees Fahrenheit. Johnny is way behind I am. Let me catch up. Yeah, we're going to get snow this weekend. Way back, you see nothing's changed. Of course I'm behind. So Giants, of course. Oh, yeah, Giants, absolutely. I tell Patriot fans all the time because they can't stand that. They can't stand it. Then they'll tell you, oh, well, you guys the Giants aren't really from New York. Whatever. A lot of good players are not good coaches. Some of the best baseball coaches are not very good players. Very true. You never see pitchers as being baseball managers, do you? The great pitchers of all time, you never see them being baseball managers. Knicks, yep. Had to change. 91-78 Knicks. 8:25 left in the game. How's your Manav? I'm going to go – you guys know I'm going to go through – I know. And look at them too, man. You're missing Jason Tatum. You lose. You get rid of Porzingis. They're still there. You got to – I can't stand them either, but they're still there. New York teams, we lose like the last guy on the bench, and we're devastated for the whole year. Rangers' issue is defense conceding. Yes, it's disgraceful, and you guys don't have the offense to back it up. That's right. You know, 1 to 2 games instead of 2. That's right. And Igor faced the most before he got hurt. He faced the most shots, and he saved the most shots in the entire NHL this season before he got hurt. The guy is doing everything, but like going always the Gunner's great statement of he's the Josh Allen of hockey. He is, because they're the first one to say, oh, Igor's overrated. Oh, yeah, sure. Okay, yeah. He's over. Right, Igor's the problem. Right, okay. Going well. Everybody, you guys all see, you're all saying hello to each other. I'm passing all of that. I am way behind. There you go. Kolek for 3. Boom! The Knicks are hitting threes like nobody's business. 94-80. Let's go. The Knicks were on a bad streak in January. They had a rough patch, lost 8 of 12, give or take, 9 of 13, something like that. Kolek on a breakaway. Then they beat the Nets. They beat the Nets 120-66. The Nets are the Jets of basketball, so it's not anything impressive, but they beat them by 54 points. And people say, oh, we want to see them, get back on track against some real teams. Okay, they beat the Sixers, and now they're beating up on the Raptors right now. They beat the Kings yesterday, but, the Kings are 12-35. You're an honorary member of Bill's Mafia. I've defended your team in this channel on several occasions when we get casuals in here. Yes, I know you do, Gunner, and I appreciate it. Yep, I'm all in on the Bills Mafia. I love Buffalo Bills. It's really because of the fan base, Gunner. I've said it. You've heard me say it a million times. It's because of the fan base. To be loyal, that loyal to garbage after garbage years, and to remain that loyal is tremendous. Like me, I hate on the Jets. I make fun of them. But I'll say I'm going to find another team. I never will. I'll always be a Jets fan. And I respect the Bills Mafia for going through everything that they've been through. Everything. For the older guys that have been through the Super Bowl losses right on through. 16th of September. That's going to be a great game to go to, guys. Rams-Seahawks is a big game. That was just the NFC Championship game, Rams-Seahawks. You guys are going to see a great game. The NFL did right. They sent real teams over, not the Jets versus the Browns. Towns moving in. Knicks up 96-80, 6:40 left in the game. OG, a former Toronto Raptor, traded for RJ Barrett. Boom! Oh, wow. Wow. Boom! Brought it right in. Oh, my gosh. Did you see that? Did you see that? Oh, my gosh. Woo! Buffalo's like Gold Coast, long finals, playoffs. Oh, Gold Coast Suns. But now good with an offense, mad defense. However, now great, just need one thing. Right. Buffalo is so right there, and I want to see Josh Allen get a ring. I really want to see him get a ring. He really deserves a ring. He really, really deserves a ring. New York to Tampa would have been a hell of a weather change. Oh, my gosh. Yo, the code, not today. Tampa has 37 degrees there today. Believe it or not, Miami, Florida is going to have a low of less than 40 degrees tonight. They're going to have a low in the 30s. Yes. But, yes, living there was completely different. We didn't want to – and I was driving 18-wheelers then, so we bounced around the country a little bit. I lived in Texas also. I drove 18-wheelers around the country, and then I drove oil tankers in the oil fields of South Texas for a while. So I've been around, but the Lightning really – I was sold on the atmosphere there. I was sold on Amalie Arena. The Lightning themselves weren't a very good team. Steven Stamkos was just coming around. Victor Hedman was brand new. Vinny Lecavalier, Marty St. Louis, these guys were at the latter stages of their careers. You know, they grew on me, but not more than the Rangers. When the Lightning play the Rangers, I don't have any feeling for the Lightning. But for everybody else, I do. I go for them in every other scenario. Going overseas where, way back? I'm going to turn back. It's commercial here. I'm going to turn back to the Rangers for a minute. It's got to be over, right? It's still 5-2, 2:34 left in the game. Third period shots on goal. The Islanders have 8. The Rangers have 3. Keep Mika. Mika's one of my favorite Rangers. Keep Mika. This Matthew Robertson kid, you got to give him credit, man. Matthew Robertson has spent 7 years in the minor leagues with the Wolfpack, Hartford Wolfpack. I'm back on the Knicks. He worked his way up, man. He's doing pretty good. You know what they say, more than 2 shakes. Way back. It's awesome to have your name in here, man. Really happy to see you or hear from you. No, I don't. Way back, Tony. This is the first NFL game in Australia, isn't it? It's the first NFL game in Australia, is it not? I think it is. It is, right? I don't think anybody else has ever played there before. 6:25. The Knicks have a 17-point lead, 99-82. I'll update the banner as we go along. That's quite a trip, man, for a team. That's quite a – Seattle and the Rams should both get a bye week right after that game. They should get a bye week to recuperate from the time change. Wouldn't you think they would get a bye week, both of them, the following week, so they can get back on their body clocks back? Or is the NFL going to make them play that game and then come back? Hurry up, get back so you can do the Thursday night game. 101-82 Knicks, up by 19, 5:50 left in the fourth quarter. Great to have you. Yeah, it's great to have Wayback, man. Wayback's old school in here, man. Old school Aussie in here. Only college football at Waverly. Okay. I didn't think they had an NFL game there before. And Michael, as I was telling them earlier, NFL, you know, like when they send teams to England, like why would you send the New York Jets anywhere? Or the Browns? Like, really? That's how you want to represent the NFL, by sending these doormat teams over there? That'd be like Australia wanting to introduce footy to the United States, real professional footy, and sending the West Coast Eagles versus the North Melbourne Roos, right? Right? Like, you wouldn't want those two teams coming over here. You would want, like, Collingwood or Hawthorn Hawks and Brisbane and, you know, big-name teams. You want big matches, not the Eagles versus the Kangaroos. September is a weird time, or the Richmond Tigers. They're pretty bad right now. Yeah, the finals being there. I'm surprised the MCC allowed it. You know why they allowed it? Code, you know why they allowed it? Money talks. They'll work it out. They'll make it work. Yep, plus British bet on anything. It's true. Plus, a Browns-Jet game would be tough to bet on. Catching up. I'm catching up. Cheers, Gunner. Good point with the seasons and time difference. Yes. 104 to 84. That was Cullen's point, by the way, Michael. That was Cullen's point. I just kind of took the baton and ran with it. That was Cullen's point. Way back there's practice match, couple weeks, Kennedy Center, Hawthorne versus Geelong. That's a good match right there. I can't wait for footy to come back. March 5th. I'm going off the top of my head, guys. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think it's Sydney versus Carlton. That's the very first game of the opening round, right? March 5th. Sydney versus Carlton. I think that's it. No date has been set for the Seahawks game at the G, but they're talking a 10 a.m. start to work for prime time in the States. You and Tony are going, right? You guys go to all the games together. Raptors moving in. The Knicks are up by 22 points with 4:34, and they were down by more. But when I turned it on, the Knicks were down by 8 and then went on a 27-4 run. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, Igor is the greatest goalie in the game, and nobody argues that. Anybody that argues that is just hating because he is the greatest goalie in the game, and I'm not even being biased. He is. This guy's, come on, man. We can't go from Lundqvist to good, he missed that. Get that, Hart. Can't go from Lundqvist to Igor and not get a ring out of this thing. Come on. How many teams get the opportunity to have generational goalies? Buffalo, we found out. Hasek and Ryan Miller. And they didn't do anything. Is this a New York thing? Like, come on. It's weird how most Met fans are Net fans. Oh, yeah, Code. This is how it works in New York, and I broke the streak by one team. If you're a Giants fan, you're Yankees, Rangers, and Knicks. Jets, Mets, Nets, Islanders. And I don't even know that many Nets fans anyway. Even growing up, I don't know a whole lot of Nets fans. But that's the cycle it goes in. I'm Rangers, Knicks, Yankees, Jets. I'm supposed to be a Giants fan. Right. Let Adam Fox and Igor rest up for next season. Why even risk injuring them? I agree. 100% Staff Sergeant. I remember watching the grand final on tape delay on ESPN in the 80s. My brother and I loved it because we had a relative. Oh, that's cool, Michael. Oh, that's cool. So, yeah, Michael, that's right. You do know about it, man. Yeah, footy is what an awesome sport. And I know about 80% of what's going on now. I feel pretty confident. I remember when I first watched the game, I didn't know what was going on. But I was amazed. And the Specky sold me, Michael. The Specky is the greatest move in sports, not just footy, sports. Towns brings down the house. And the Knicks are officially up by 20 with 3.5 left in the game. Oh, wait, sorry, Gunner. Imagine living in London. His first experience in the NFL is a Jets-Broncos game. They probably quit. Right, they'd be like, what is this crap? We couldn't even get a first down. When I watched the playoffs, I'm like, this is what real football looks like. Our team can't even get a first down. We have Garrett Wilson was our leading receiver. Well, Johnny, of course, Garrett Wilson's one of the best receivers in the league. Right, but he's been injured since October, and he still finished the season as our leading receiver. He was done for the season in October. He's still finished our leading receiver. Josh Allen, Dan Marino are so similar right now. Both elite quarterbacks with rocket arms make their wide receivers great and have a great O-line. I agree with all of that, except I would put Josh Allen, because he hasn't won a Super Bowl yet, I agree with you with the Dan Marino reference, but because of the versatility of Josh Allen, once he gets a ring, I would compare him to John Elway. Rocket arm, carry team on your back, and runs. He can move with the ball. He can run with the ball. But that's a very good assessment, Code. Very good assessment. Very good analogy. Oh, that's cool. You going to go to a hockey game? I'm not big on preseason way back, but oh no, you won't have August. There's no preseason hockey in August. It'll be September. What part of Canada are you going to? Maybe go to a Toronto Blue Jays baseball game. This is the only team up in Canada after Montreal left. First game in Oz. Yes, JB. There you go. All right. 13-hour flight or whatever should be a bye week. It's insane to fly that long. Oh, yeah. We went from here to Hawaii once, and that was a long, long flight. Like, long flight. With you had to switch planes, too. Oh, we had to switch in Dallas. 109 to 92, 2:28 left in this game. Good time to update the banner. What a statement game today in Toronto. Beautiful, Knicks. The Rangers have lost 5-2. That is an official score now. 5-2. We missed nothing. Good call, Staff Sergeant. Good call. Rangers play the Islanders tomorrow night at 7. I will be doing that, and we'll wrap up the Rangers season on Saturday at 3:30 versus the Pittsburgh Penguins. New York Knicks. Next game. Who was the next game? The Knicks. What's today? Wednesday? The Knicks play the Portland Trailblazers on Friday at 7:30. We'll be doing that game. That's the next game I'll be on for, guys. The Knicks and the Blazers. Oh, no. The next Knicks game I'll be on for. I'll be on tomorrow night for the next Rangers' huge embarrassing failure for tomorrow night. To be fair, in the Millennium game, we did send the Pies abroad, and when they were the Spooners. Okay, I never even knew they were the Spooners, Code. Just learned something there. What year was that? NFL fact. Now, one team in the NFC South has an all-time wins record above 500. Really? Wow, I didn't know that, Gunner. All four of them have an all-time franchise record of under 5. The Saints, the Bucks, the Falcons, Panthers, right? Wow. Wow, Gunner. I'm going to remember that one. That is interesting, Gunner. I did not know that, man. Good call, man. Good stat. Sydney versus Blues. Oh, I was right. Good. Charlie Curnow plays against his old side. Curnow is on Sydney now? Oh, I didn't know he made that trade. What, that happened in the offseason? I haven't followed much footy offseason news. Charlie Curnow is on the Swans? Wow. Yeah, great game, Rick. Great game. Yes, Rick. Rick shows up. We'll see you tomorrow night. We might lose worse. Rick, I'll tell you this. The Rangers are the New York Jets on ice this season. That's why I'm going to my other team, the Tampa Bay Lightning. Saturday is the last Rangers game I'll do, and the staff sergeant said so. Orders followed. I'm doing the Rangers Islanders tomorrow night. Yeah, by the way, Rick, you did show up for the Rangers Islanders tonight. I forgot. Yeah, you are an Islander fan. Well, my Lightning will see you soon. I hop to my second team. I'll see if my mate is going to the NFL. Go, man. You guys should go and take pictures, man. You guys have a blast. Even if he doesn't win a cup, right? Ilya Sorokin is another amazing goalie, and he was on some bad Islander teams for a while. Sorokin was like, what Igor's going through right now, Sorokin's been there, done that, Rick. And you know he has. Sorokin's been on some really bad Islander teams, and he was the saving grace. Sorokin is an incredible goalie. There I am there. Now you guys can note the date and the time at 9:50 on Wednesday, January 28th. Johnny complimented an Islanders player. I love goalies anyway. I think it's the greatest position. So I even have Martin Brodeur plaque back there. He was a Rangers rival, but, I mean, he's the greatest goalie of all time. How much are the tickets? That I don't know. Tank. Yes, we're always tanking. Yes, thank you, Tank. Much appreciated, man. Fellow Jet fan, I'm for Well, I just completed my 44th year in that dumpster fire of a team. But here's some LaDainian Tomlinson for you. This is when the Jets were good. And Chad Pennington, remember him? Good old Chad Pennington. One of 2 winning quarterbacks that the Jets ever drafted. There's 2 winning quarterbacks, Tank, that the Jets drafted, career winning. Chad Pennington and Mark Sanchez. Go figure. If you really want to get technical, we can count Pat Ryan. Pat Ryan was 11-8 in his career as a Jets drafted quarterback. He technically started 1 year in 1984 when Ken O'Brien was hurt for the whole year, and he did kind of decent. So we can be technical and say we had 3 quarterbacks we drafted that had winning records. Grant Fuhrer played for the Sabres in the early 90s, right? He's also the one who got his – Grant Fuhrer was not the one that got his throat cut. That was Jamie something. That was not Grant Fuhrer. Grant Fuhrer played for the Edmonton Oilers and won 4 championships with Wayne Gretzky, Mark Messier, Yari Curry, and that incredible team right there. Grant Fuhrer got 4 rings with that. I think 5 rings, actually. I think he has 5 rings. Let me check that. I'm going to double-check myself. I think Grant Fuhrer – I'm going to say 4, but it might be 5. Hold on. 2:14 left in the game. Knicks up 113-92. Oh, yeah, he has. Gosh, he's played for the Oilers, Leafs, Sabres. He did play for the Sabres. You were right, Staff Sergeant. You were right. He has 5 rings because Mark Messier won one without Wayne Gretzky. And then he went on to win another one with the Rangers. So Messier has 6 rings in a 10-year span. Beautiful underneath. The Knicks, 115-92, 127 left in the game. This game is over. To be fair, I feel except Rangers and out, the other New York City teams really don't hate each other. I agree. I'm a Yankee fan. I like the Mets. And I go for them. People find that weird. The Yankees and Mets have nothing to do with each other unless they meet in the World Series. I'm a Jet fan. I like the Giants. I root for them. They have nothing to do with each other. Nobody cares about the Nets, Code. In New York, nobody cares about the Nets. There was fake Nets fans when KD and Kyrie and James Harden came to Brooklyn. Then all these out of the woodwork. I've always been a Nets fan. I've been a diehard Nets fan my whole life. And the celebrities were at these games, and they're always been Net fans. And then when they didn't do anything and all those guys are gone and the Nets are turned back into the Nets, nobody cares about the Nets again. I grew up in New York. I never knew any Nets fans. I did not know one diehard Nets fan. I knew diehard fans of every other New York team. I did not know, and they were New Jersey at the time. But I knew Devils fans. They were Jersey. I didn't know any Nets fans. Yankees and Red Sox. You know what's funny? In the Red Sox, we're in the Red Sox heads more than the other. If you notice, when a Red Sox sign a player like Wilson Contreras, immediately trashes the Yankees. Sonny Gray immediately trashes the Yankees. When the Yankees sign a player, they don't even think about the Red Sox. They don't say, hey, we're here. Where's Boston? And we're 18 rings ahead of Johnny come lately, and we've won more recently, and that's fine. If I was a Red Sox fan, I would grab onto those loopholes too. You say, oh, you Yankee fans live in the past. No, currently today, the Yankees present current news, it's 27-9. 27-9, and we've been around the same amount of time. But I do agree. But players that go to the Red Sox immediately sign with them and talk trash about the Yankees. Most of them talk trash. The Yankees sign players. They don't even think about Boston. They don't even think about them. Welcome, Tank. But they have owned the Yankees recently, but not overall. What is that thing? You won some battles, but you're getting murdered in the war. Welcome in, Tank. Really appreciate the sub, man. Hang out with us, man. It's just a whole big thing in here. Guys, this game is over. I'm going to go through a few more of these, and I'll be back on tomorrow night. G'day, Tank. Got ticks for the World Cup, John? No. Soccer, I'm going to do the games on here. I don't have tickets for it, though. No. I would love to go to a game. I would love to go. I'm going to do the World Baseball Classic as long as it's a decent time. Do USA Hockey, and I'm going to do the USA World Cup, and we'll do the Olympic basketball, too. We got a lot going on. What's your relative's name? 99. Aaron Judge, yes. O'Halloran. O'Halloran, Irish. Yeah, he got traded to the Swans. Wow, I didn't know that. I got to catch. Just before the footy season starts, I'm going to catch up on a lot of these things. Way back, I think it's 6 Wednesday at 3 o'clock. Mello, I vaguely remember him, but I'm not a Hawks fan like way back. Yeah, way back in Tony are huge Hawks fans. Igor is actually injured because his shoulder and back snapped from carrying the Rangers. Boom! Yes, that was a good one. Even Stella liked that one. Pennington was drafted in 2000. Yes, sir. He was drafted in 2000 out of Marshall University, where he played with who? Who? Randy Moss. Chad Pennington and Randy Moss were a tandem at Marshall University. And I don't even watch college football. I knew that one. Chad Pennington also and the Jets went into the Indianapolis Colts Stadium in the playoffs and beat Peyton Manning in his prime 41-0. That's a true story. 41-0. Think about that. Peyton Manning lost to the Chad Pennington Jets with Curtis Martin. We had a good team. Herman Edwards was the coach. We beat them 41-0. That's a true story. Why do I remember this? Because there ain't a whole hell of a lot to remember as a Jet fan. We hold on to the little things that we got. Guys, I'm so far behind that I love all your messages, and I appreciate them all. I'm out of here. We'll see you all tomorrow night. You guys have all read the rest of them. I'm just too far behind, guys. I'm just too far behind. Every time I come into this thing, I say I'm going to try to keep up, but I love speaking with you guys, and I love speaking on all the topics that are brought up, and it's just the way it goes in the basement. You guys have been with me long enough. Staff Sergeant, thank you for making me switch to the Knicks. Thank you. The Knicks won huge tonight. That's great. So we will see you tomorrow night for the next Rangers' next huge embarrassing failure. We'll find out where Artemi Panarin is going. The Knicks won 119-92. Wow. 119. I got to put that in at least as the final. How confusing, because my banner, my thing will say Rangers, and if anybody watches this live stream, which they're gonna get more than halfway through and be like, how did this turn into a Knick game? We had to. Guys, I will see you all tomorrow. 7 o'clock, Rangers, Islanders right here. Rangers' last game with us is going to be Saturday, and it'll be all about Tampa Bay Lightning. Appreciate it all, you guys. Way back. Great seeing you back in here. Hope to see you tomorrow as well. Tank, welcome in. And Michael, great to see you back. And everybody else, I see you guys all the time. Appreciate every one of you. See ya.